Don't underestimate the word Draconic, because I saw a Draconic tree sentinel. I was like, tree sentinels, I can kill these easy.
No, you...
Welcome back, classy crew, to another Elden Ring journal update as I traverse through all of Elden Ring trying to slay every single boss in the game. I now have 47 bosses slain, 41 of which are unique. We are slowly making progress. 5 new bosses have been felled this past week, including Starscourge Radahn. I am so happy I killed him. This past week, there was a lot that I could have done, a lot that I could have explored. The previous week, I had kind of ended on a sour note where there was just a lot of hard bosses everywhere. So this time, I was like, all right, we're near the great tree city, whatever, the capital city. Before we go into it, there was a bunch of like area around the city that I hadn't explored yet. So I was like, let's just chill and see what's outside the city first. And there I found quite a few new bosses and some nice things to pick up and stuff. For example, I found a dude on a bridge with a beautiful like sunflower mask or something. And he's just looking at a tree, he's just pointing at it. And I like walked around him. I was holding back not to hit him. Everyone's like, don't you dare hit him. But I'm like, oh, come on. He's kind of like lanky, creepy looking. And he's just pointing at this tree. He's doing nothing with his life. This looks like it could be part of a quest line. I don't know what to do with it yet. So I let him be. I didn't hit him. And then I made my way towards some windmills, saw some windmills. I was like, oh, I haven't seen some of those in a while. There were a lot of happy ladies. They were so happy. They were dancing, and I tried to dance with them, but they didn't want to dance with me. And so everybody was dancing. I was like, oh, this is such a happy place. I eventually found out that I think these are face scalpers or something, or skin grabbers. So they peel skin off people, from what I understand. That's not so cool. And apparently if you start hitting one of them, they don't want to dance anymore. They just want to murder you. So things escalate quite quickly in that village. Also in this village is where I came across the Godskin Apostle. This thing is like Kezu, a bipedal Kezu. So for those who don't play Monster Hunter, Kezu is basically a monster that looks like a dick. And this dude is a monster, a boss that looks like a monster that looks like a dick. So he's basically, I don't know what he does. He's got this really cool like scythe on him, but his whole body like extends into the Kezu like, and then he just kind of like wobbles around like one of those inflatable things that's like buy my product here. This guy was kind of hard. He killed me a few times. And I really loved the fire he did. He had like a white-black fire that he shoots at you. And I heard that this is a build that you can do for spells. I was like, well, this is way cooler than normal fire. So I'm all about learning more about what you can do with this fire and what other enemies use this fire in this game. But pretty much smacked him around and he died. Now, in this same area, I came across a tunnel called the Altus tunnel. And there wasn't too much worth of note here except for the final boss. So at the end, there was a crystalline spear and a crystalline ring blade. I'd killed the ring blade before, but this is the first time I took on 2 different crystallians together. And the spear guy was really rude. He just kept poking me in the face with his spear. Didn't like it. The ring blade I can take care of. Pulled out the whip. We all know how to deal with crystallians. You just whip them. Now they're not too hard because they move quite slowly. So getting the ring blade away, killing that one, and then dealing with the spear was pretty straightforward. So that took me down to 2 new bosses of the night. The third is Wormface. This guy, oh my god, I hate this guy. So I'm in the forest and there's a bunch of like creepy things that remind me of Titans from Attack on Titan. And I don't even know. At one point I'm walking around and then something or someone vomits all over me and I die. So that's the tone of this forest where everybody has like acidic insta-death vomit, and everybody's sick in that forest. I don't know what they've been drinking, but so I explored the forest, and then I came across one of a bigger Titan who was huddled by the tree. I think he was eating the tree, and this is Wormface. And I was fighting him, and I was having a good time. Everything was going well, and I wasn't quite sure what this status effect that he was impacting on me was. I just knew it was bad, so I wasn't trying to let him hit me with it. But it turns out he was getting close to death, so I'm like, all right, this is where I just go crazy on him and just like finish him off. I'm just standing there and I'm hitting him, not realizing I'm in his AoE where he inflicts death on me. I don't even know what the status thing is, but it just instantly creates death. Doesn't matter how much life you have. A root grows out of you. You become a tree and you die. And that is the most bullshit thing I've ever seen. Like bullshit times 1,000. I hated that mechanic and he did it again after. I went in a bit more aggressively. And I guess I stood too long in his vomit again or something. And I just turned into a tree again. Instant death. It's the most unsatisfying way to die. and I hate it. Learned to deal with it, dodged it, killed him. Another boss down. Now, I eventually came across very close to the entrance to, I think it was like a side door to the city. There was a tree sentinel there. And I was like, oh, another one of these. I can dispatch this pretty easily. And this was a freaking draconic tree sentinel. The first round went so well, but it was so slow because I was on my horse and we were just trading blows going back and forth. And he killed me towards the end because he got his stupid lightning out and I don't know, I messed up. And it was so slow to knock away his health like that. I didn't want to try again on horse. I was like, oh, okay, I got to go back and just like do it hand to hand so I can do more damage and get this fight over with faster. But he has spells like crazy. He's casting fire, he's casting lightning on you. And the lightning is ridiculous. It was so hard to dodge. The fire I could get down. I eventually got the mechanic of you roll through the range fire, you hit him once, and then he does like a close fire. You get away from that. When he was actually doing fire, it was super easy to fight him. And then the lightning, he goes up and he shoots lightning, and you gotta like time that dodge. But then he just runs and hits you with lightning, and then there's lightning everywhere. That destroys me, and that was really hard to deal with. So I think I was fighting Draconic Tree Sentinel for a good hour before I finally slayed him. And then people said, oh, you missed something. Go like, just walk a little bit this way around the city. And I'm walking there. And out of nowhere, Margit friggin' shows up. He just strolls on by. He's like, hey, buddy. Hey, how's it going? I want to fight? And I was like, didn't I kill you? Why are you back here? And so I'm like, all right, let's fight Margit again. He had no boss like health bar this time. But same moveset and everything, I just dealt more damage because I am now like 50 levels higher than the last time I fought him. So he went down pretty easy. And then with all that said, everyone was like, well, you're progressing well. It's time to go back to Radahn. I think I had increased 10 levels at this point. So I was like, okay, let's go see it. And also one of you gave me the tip to do the summon battle. Do the battle with all the summons and don't kill him just so you can see what the spectacle is. So I'm like, all right, we're going to go in. Let's summon everything. Let's see what this looks like. And it was pretty cool to see like all of the different soldiers run up to Radahn, but yeah, they get killed so fast, so easily. I probably could have killed Radahn on that attempt, but I'm like, no, I gotta let him kill me. This is not part of the pledge. My pledge is to kill every boss one-on-one. And so I let him kill me, but I think seeing him attack other like allies gave me some kind of insight because I felt so much more comfortable. I was like, oh, those are his attacks. This is what I need to do. And it only took me 2 or 3 more tries of just, okay, he's coming here. We're going to dodge here. We're going to do this. And I stayed off my horse this time. And I killed him fairly easily. And I actually killed him with a blood proc at the end. So that died. He summoned a big comet from the sky, which crashed into Limgrave somewhere. So a bunch of lore came out of this. I learned that his little horse, he's not crushing the horse. He actually learned gravity magic. So he couldn't crush his horse. So despite his size, he's not applying all that pressure on his horse. So I'm like, oh, we're done. That is so sweet of you. This is a side of you I didn't realize until I killed you. And then I also learned he's the brother of another demigod I killed. And I'm basically learning that all of the bosses in this game are all tied to a big family drama. Everybody's related to somebody. Everybody hates everybody else. Everybody wants the Elden Ring or something. And I'm just killing the whole family because clearly this family couldn't get along. They made the world go to poo, and now I'm just cleaning up their mess. So where I'm at now, I'm exploring Limgrave a little bit more. I actually found near where the comet fell, there was a keep there that I had missed, of course, and there was a side quest. I met the guy who owns the keep who had told me to clear it. Totally forgot about him. So I cleared the thing, brought him back. He's now, I'll make you Lord of Limgrave or something. I'm like, cool, I like that. And the other guy, Blythe, the wolf dude, he's like, I gotta go fight somebody. You go and explore this crater. So that quest is slowly continuing. And I started exploring the city a little bit, the capital city. I got killed and I didn't like it. It was kind of a bullshitty attack. But yeah, so I have the city to explore. I think I have a little bit more in Limgrave to explore. I don't know how to explore where the crater hit. I have that. Near Radahn in his battle arena, I did find a cave there with superpowered dudes that just destroyed me, so that wasn't fun. And I'm also starting to look towards exploring Caelid, aka Florida. So I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable with where I'm at, that I can probably explore that region. And those are kind of the things I have next on my to-do list. So We can go explore Caelid a bit more. I can do the capital city, actually exploring inside the capital city, or go see the comet where Radahn dropped onto the world. So those are the 3 things ahead of me. Maybe I'll see you as I explore those on stream, or I'll see you on the next journal as I recount my adventures. So until next time, keep it classy. Do 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 do. Subscribe.